Welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at the ultimate diamond base built by Badbog here at WBB, and we're going to be kicking it off with a rootrider replay. We know how difficult rootriders have been to defend, so we're going to see how this base does. This attacker starting off with a super archer blimp and going to be able to clear out the entire top side of the base. Super archers still going and getting quite a bit of value. They will be able to grab the other expo. Did drop in the last invis there, get a few extra buildings. Actually had one more invis, dropped in another one. Not really going to get a whole lot out of that last invis, but clearing out some of these trash buildings. And here we go from the right side. So we got some super barbs to funnel, and then it's going to be root riders coming in from that right side. And we do have nice pathing right down into the base, except for that eagle artillery. Notice the dead space around the eagle and right in front of that ricochet cannon, and we'll see how that comes into play in this attack. But in the meantime, root riders coming in. He does have healers as well to try to heal up the root riders and make up for the lack of a heal spell, so that should keep the roots nice and healthy moving it through. But we do have ice golems on defense coming out, and they will be slowing things down. Pops that king's ability, pops the warden's ability as well. It's going to keep everything protected. Last ice golem on defense going off. The rage spell on the left side. Lots of big defenses around that rage tower, and they're going to be putting out lots of damage. Unfortunately, though, they're still protected by the warden, but there we go. Finally, it wears off. Now they can start getting some damage here. Even the queen is in that rage tower, putting out some extra damage, and look at her go. She does finally go down, but she definitely took some troops out with her. The king went down to Phoenix. That eagle artillery, notice how everything skipped around that eagle compartment, and that eagle just gets to keep firing away, doing lots of damage to these troops. There are no root riders left. It's just the queen, the warden, and the royal champion moving through at this point. So we'll see how much more value they can get. Queen goes up to the top side, do a little bit of cleanup up there as the RC starts to make her way down towards these last few defenses, but got some heavy defenses down here. We got the two multi-archer towers, the monolith, the enemy king, not to mention the eagle shots still continuing to come in, and that plays a huge part in this defense here. But here we go. The multi-archer tower does go down. The RC starts to work on the defense, but the king's going to put a stop to that. She's going to get distracted onto him. Eagle's going to stay up. RC goes down. The queen is going to have to go to ability here to get through the king. No, she doesn't. She's actually going to stay on the outside of the base, but she's out of reach at the monolith, but the monolith can reach her. There's her ability. And there we go. A nice defense. Let's take a look at another example. Next up, we're going to take a look at a Queen Charge Lalo here from Xen of Shark Assassin. And Shark Assassin are some really good attackers. They recently put up a perfect war against Tribe Gaming, but let's see how they do against this base with their Queen Charge Lalo. Queen coming in from the bottom side of the base, headhunter for the enemy king, just to get through him a little bit quicker here. And there we go. We got a Flame Flinger coming in as well. It's going to help get through some of these defenses. And let's see which way this queen's going to go. Looks like she is going to head up towards the left. I don't know if she's going to go straight down the middle, but I think that is going to be the plan to try to get her through that eagle artillery nice and early and get through the clan castle troops as well. All right, interesting spot for the Flame Flinger. It is going to move off to the right. And there we go, queen moving in. She's going to path perfectly to the eagle artillery. And it is taking quite a bit of time on the setup. So for any of these wars that come down to time, this is also something else to consider. But there we go. Finally, queen's onto the eagle artillery. Going to be able to get that down. She needs to step up just a little bit more to get the CC lured. There we go. We got the archers coming out of there. Lots of archers coming out of there. And finally, the ice golems in behind. So she should be able to get through that eventually. Of course, there was a headhunter in the mix as well, but the poison queen able to get through that fairly quickly. But now the ice golems are going to hold her up. That does give the Flame Flinger a little bit of time on that right side to keep on working. We've already taken a lot of time off the clock here as he continues to try to work through this initial part. But the queen not going into the base. Instead, she kind of dips out to do some of the cleanup. Didn't put any cleanup troops behind the Flame Flinger early on. So queen stays to the outside, but he's going to break into the ricochet cannon, try to get this queen in towards the core of the base. But let's see if she actually paths in. She is coming back, and it looks like she does go in. Okay, so that pathing worked out exactly the way he wanted it to. Trying to get the queen through the ricochet cannon, through the enemy RC. She dips back out, and she's going to skip that multi, and that's going to be huge. That multi-inferno tower is going to be doing extra damage to these healers with that rage tower being triggered as well. But here we go with the Lalo from the top side of the base. Queen's losing all of her healers on the right side. She's popped ability. She's not going to get much more value. Pops an early warden's ability before the balloons were even close to the town hall. Let's see if it was too early. And no, it looks like it's going to work out. No, the warden's ability does wear out. He does have a bunch of balloons still in the poison, so could have been a little bit later, might have helped out quite a bit, but these balloons are fading fast with these rage towers in the core of the base with all these big defenses. That helps out tremendously with the way this base is set up. So we got the last few balloons on the top side going down. The RC is about to get into that raged up defense area. Drops a rage for her, pops her ability. Did try to freeze up some of these defenses as well, but it's not going to be enough. King pops his ability on the left side, trying to get through some more buildings over there. Tornado in the core, holding up the one rocket balloon, trying to come in and help out. We do have 2 Yetis out of the flame flinger, but it's not going to be enough time. As you can see, the time winding down here. It looks like this one is going to be a time fail, but it is still going to be another nice defense here for this base. All right, last replay of this video. It's going to be an air spam attack, another attack strategy that has been difficult to defend. We got the Hydra, so dragons, dragon riders, and then the super minion blimp. Tried to take out that air defense with the rocket balloons, but the Teslas actually pulled the rocket balloons away, and because of that, that blimp hit some seeking air mines and went down earlier than he wanted it to. So he does drop in these super minions. He tries to clone them towards the town hall a little bit more, and because of that clone, he is going to be able to pick up the town hall, but he's not going to be able to get all the value he was expecting here. He was definitely expecting to get that single inferno on the top side. I think that's really the only big thing that he missed. Otherwise, he still was able to get through what he was looking for here. We do have a witch on defense, and I don't know what else is in there. Might be some more ice golems behind the witch, but for now, she'll be making her way over towards these dragons as the Hydra is coming in from that left corner. So dragons are in, pushing in towards the base. We'll see if he gets the heroes in on the bottom side for the funnel, but in the meantime, he's just being patient here. He does have the Rage Gem on the Grand Warden. The pathing for the Hydra so far is looking decent. We do have the ice golems coming out. I'm not actually sure what he has over there that pulled them. Oh, he's got Diggy. He's got Diggy on the Warden. That's why you don't run Diggy on the Grand Warden in an air attack. See, he pulls the ice golems with the Diggy. Luckily, he's got that Warden's ability, so the eagle shots coming in while they're frozen actually don't do any damage. Here we go, finally getting the king and queen in on the bottom side of the base for the other side of the funnel. The dragon pathing worked out pretty much perfectly here. They go in, they get the eagle down. They're going to be able to head in towards these big defenses to get them down early, but they are actually going to start drifting down towards the bottom side of the base now. The pathing in the core's been a little bit wonky for these dragons. Dragon Rider on the top side goes down to a single inferno. The RC is about to take out some dragons here in the middle of the base. I don't even know what happened to all the dragons on the bottom of the base. I looked away for a second and they just vanished. So at this point, it's just the king, queen, and RC, and just like that, the army is gone. They got absolutely deleted on the bottom side of the base. We'll see how much further the king, queen, and RC can go. He does have a heal. Can't really do a lot with that with heroes, but we'll see what he can manage to pull off here. Would have been probably a good idea to heal up the dragons before they died, but even then, I don't think it would have mattered too much. That was an awful lot of damage those dragons went into. But here we go. We're going to speed it up just a bit, see how far these heroes can get. See if this is going to be a fail or a time fail. Pops that king's ability. Going to clear through some more stuff on the top side of the base. Queen's still moving through as well. She skipped that scatter, so she does lose her unicorn, getting through the single inferno. And it's looking like it's just going to be a time fail here, as the queen would be able to finish it up. But again, another defense for the ultimate diamond base. If you guys want to copy this base and give it a try for yourselves, as always, the link is down in the description below. And that's going to do it for this video. If you guys do give this base a try, let us know down below how it does for you. And if you want some more awesome free bases, be sure to hit subscribe. Thanks for watching.